Here we go. There's the brown hyena. Or is it the maned wolf? Difficult to say. Could be already the maned wolf. He's eating something. Yes, it's the maned wolf, isn't it? That's no hyena. Oh, somebody's got in there with him. He's chucking in bits of meat at a distance. Well, Mr. Zookeeper, you don't want to get any closer to your maned wolf. He's eating that piece, you're not going to give him another one. He's got his ears up at you. He's asking nicely. That's the ticket. Don't you want it to eat from your hand? It's a big brown rat that's died. Or been killed, I expect. He'll just eat it down whole, almost not chewing it at all. Just chewing it enough to break the main bones, and that's it. That was 3 rats anyway. 3 whole rats. It's not a bad meal. It's more than a domestic dog that size would be expecting. Are you going to give it one more or not? I don't think you need to. He's going to though, isn't he? Yeah, the next rat is out. I don't care if I eat another rat, thank you. Oh, can't be bothered to go forward and get another one. I've had enough. Oh, go on then.
Die haben wir auch schon. Die haben wir auch. Ja, die. Schön.
Oh, he's found it. Okay. Okay, if I start off by showing you the map, maybe you can work out for yourself what species that is. If you're good at zoology, you will have worked it out. The only one of the deer family that has antlers present both in males and females, it's the good old reindeer. This time it really is a reindeer. You can tell females from males from the colour and size, of course, but there's a female with antlers on the left and a male with really big antlers on the right. And you're looking at me with your head cocked as though you're interested in knowing what I'm up to. They are very pretty animals. Unsurprising that people always found them attractive and wanted to use them in whatever way they could when they came across them. So they're used, obviously, they're domesticated, used by people of the north, people of the north. What a stupid thing, don't chuck things at them. People of the north to pull sledges full of presents to little children. And here we have, not quite sure what that is, but it's a heavy looking old animal, that's for sure. It's one of those taquini things, I think it might be. I'd like one of them actually. Well, a slightly closer look at the old reindeer. Have a sniff. Is she ready yet? No, not far off. Give it a couple more days and she'll be alright. Do you think you can wait that long? Not sure he can. Now unfortunately, the Czech word for a reindeer is actually SOB. So the Czech version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it doesn't actually scan if you say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Sob. And also it sounds like he's crying because he's sobbing, so they had to turn him into Rudolph the Red-Nosed SOB. And then they realised what that meant and had to redo the film again. And now we come to one of my favourite animals, my all-time favourite animals of all time. Again, very short name in Czech, just Los. Your lost Czech people for not having a longer name, but the male here seems to have had its horns pulled off or knocked off. No worries. He's a whole bunch of does and one male with no antlers, but he'll grow them back. Lovely noses they have. You can see that funny telephone box. You don't see many telephone boxes today because everybody's got their own mobile. The only telephone box you get these days is the one that your mobile phone came packaged in. There's a road train again, which is one way of getting up to this highest part. This is where the old watchtower is, and that's where I finished last time's film, so I'm going to turn it off. I'm not going to show you necessarily this bit because you've seen it. And I still have a little bit, I still have half an hour's worth to show you, so I won't show you this again. I could perhaps make progress. I don't think we're going to finish the zoo today either on this visit, and I'm not going to even try it, but still no point in duplicating this part. And here by the Bactrian camels we have another one of these special exhibits for the blind, the relief. What we have here is a camel's toe, so if anybody is blind and wants to know what we're talking about when we talk about a camel toe, they can sort of put their finger here and they'll know what the camel toe idea is. Or is that the nose? I suppose it's the nose, isn't it? Forget what I just said about camel toes. There's the view over Prague from here, high vantage point. So this is another open voliere with parakeets here, very beautiful ones, just flying around openly, around people without any things stopping people going and seeing them. You can see it's called the rainbow lorikeet. Talks about them. What this has got to do with it, I don't know. That seems to be the underside of a flamingo's bill. And there don't seem to be any flamingos here at the moment. But never mind. That one's talks about it being a crested pigeon, which I don't think is here either. But there are definitely these rainbow lorikeets, as they're called. They're definitely there.